I call the honourable member, Young Jan.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to oppose the Electricity Renewable Preference Amendment Bill. Mr. Speaker, this member's bill, in the name of Labour MP Moana Meki, will create a preference for renewable electricity generation via a 10-year restriction on new baseload fossil-fueled thermal electricity generation. The ban on thermal generation was initially enacted as part of the Labour government's emissions trading scheme in 2008 and subsequently repealed by the national government in late 2008. This bill reenacts that ban. Now, Mr. Speaker, a ban on thermal generation is unnecessary. A ban would also put security of supply at risk. New Zealanders need to be assured that during our harsh winters, which can grip many regions, they are assured that we have a backup when hydro lakes and wind generation are low. Now, during several winters between 2000 and 2008, gas and coal plants were at times supplying over 50% of New Zealand's electricity needs because of low hydro lake levels. So, Mr. Speaker, the bill defines fossil fuel in Section 62C as natural gas, coal, petroleum, any refined petroleum product, and any other obligation fuel. Mr. Speaker, gas and coal plants in New Zealand generate between 20 to 30% of our electricity, and they play a crucial role in keeping New Zealanders warm in winter and our lights on for households and businesses to function. So the portion of energy generated from renewable sources has risen under a national government. It is consistently above 70%, which is far higher than it was under Labour. Just last month, the Environment Court gave the go-ahead to Genesis Energy's Castle Hill project, north of Masterton and east of Eketahuna, to build 286 turbines, which will power around 370,000 homes. So National remains committed to renewable energy and will remain on track to reach the aspirational goal of 90% renewable generation by 2025. And our reforms have controlled runaway increases in power prices. In fact, price increases have halved, yet we still maintained investment in generation and transmission. New Zealanders are savvy and are increasingly taking advantage of greater competition and switching companies for a better deal, as shown by the popularity of the What's My Number website. Mr. Speaker, the government has already undertaken major electricity reforms to increase competition and improve security of supply. Labour and Greens have already done their best to scaremonger and deter investors with their plans to nationalise the energy sector. Their power plan will kill competition and raise prices. This bill, which seeks to ban thermal generation, would cause further economic mayhem. I will not be supporting the bill. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I recognise the honourable member, Christopher Hipkins.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. On behalf of my colleague Moana Meki, I now have the opportunity to speak for 5 minutes and reply to the other contributions that have been made in this debate.